所以呢，我们说 perimeter， 英语说 perimeter. What is the perimeter? And here we say perimeter is, Chinese for perimeter is 周长, but 周长 is a compound word in Chinese. It's made from around and distance. So distance around or distance round. So that is 周围. So they take only the 周 and discard the 围. And then here, Changdu, they take the Chang and discarded the Du. So you get Cho Chang, which just means Cho Wei Changdu. All right, and we see to find the perimeter, that's the action of the perimeter. You do this. Now, these are flat shapes, two-dimensional shapes on a flat surface. All right. So meaning that they don't go deep. There is no deepness. It doesn't go inside the computer. So it is not deep. It's just flat. So we just look at the sides. So we count the sides, and we know we're gonna add as many distance as there are sides. Okay. So that's very easy. If it is 3 sides, you're gonna add 3 numbers. If it is 4 sides, you're gonna add 4 numbers. All right, so again, we're very clear with that. So let's look at this one. This one is a rectangle or 4 sides. So here, 4 sides. So what's the perimeter of this 4-sided? What's the perimeter here?
The perimeter is
2 centimeter plus go.
2 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 5 centimeters.
Now, because it's a rectangle, the top and the bottom sides have the same length. And the right side and the left side and the right side, they also have the same length. So this one is called rectangle, upright, rectilinear, straight. All right. Both sides are parallel. So, and then now look at this one. Look at this one now. This one now is not a rectangle. It's not a triangle. We have to just count the number of sides. How many number of sides? How many sides are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So what is a perimeter?
2 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 17.
Right? So let's see more of these examples. Now this one is measured in what? YD. What is YD? Yards.
Yard.
So yards is a little bit like 1 meter. It's like the length of your, from, if you stretch your hand from the tip of your finger right up to your other shoulder, your second shoulder, that will be 1 yard. From the tip of your finger, if you stretch your arm from the tip of your finger to your other shoulder, that is 1 yard. So it's almost like 1 meter. Or another way to say 1 yard is 3 rulers. You see your ruler? Do you have a ruler that is, your ruler that is 30 centimeter? Do you have a 30 centimeter ruler or 15 centimeter ruler? How long is your ruler?
15 centimeters.
Then you need 6 of those rulers to make 1 yard. 6 of them. But if your ruler was 30 centimeters, you need 3 of them. Because some rulers are just half of the other ruler. You have rulers of 30 centimeters, you have some other rulers of 15 centimeters. So if your ruler is 15 centimeters, then 6 of those rulers is 1 yard. So, and you can use the ruler to measure your arm to see where 6 of those rulers will be. You measure first one, you measure second, you measure third, you measure fourth, you measure fifth, you measure sixth. You see where 6 of those rulers will touch. So that is yard. So it's good to know what yard is. All right, so let's go. What is the perimeter of this shape? Read the question and answer.
What is the perimeter of this shape? 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals to 12.
So equals to 12, you are wrong. It's not complete. Equals to 12 what? 12 cocoyams?
12 yards.
12 yards. So again, bia wang la tangwei. Bia wang la xie ni da tangwei. Read the question and answer very fast.
What is the perimeter of the shape? 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 equals to 8 centimeters.
Next.
What is the perimeter of this shape? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals to 15 yards.
15 yards.
What is the perimeter of this shape? 16 plus 13 plus 16. 16 plus 4 equals to 45 meters.
45 meters. Let's go.
6 inches plus 6 inches plus 6 inches plus 6 inches equals to 24 inches.
24 inches. Let's go.
2 inches.
Read the question. You did not read the question.
And what is the perimeter of the shape? All of its sides are the same length. 2 inches plus 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 2 inches. And that is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 inches.
It says incorrect. Why? How many number of sides?
8.
And you went there and counted 9. This is what you do. Moshing, you number the sides so that you don't forget. You don't go and count one side twice. You number it. And then each of the side, 2 inches. 8 times 2, number of side times 2. Like you see how you learn how to think better than to just do what you did there. You were doing those lines there, but you were not numbering them. The best thing is to number. Let's go. Read the question.
Five plus 8 is 5 plus 8 is 13. 3 plus 5 is 21 feet. Okay, what is the perimeter of the shape? All the sides are the same
Did
length.
you say all the sides? It did not say all the sides. There's no the there.
Oh, all of its sides are the same length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36 centimeters. What is the perimeter of the shape? 5 plus 4 yards equals to 9. This is 9. 5 plus 7 is 12. And 1 yard. 9 plus 12 is 21 plus 1 is 22. What is the perimeter of the shape? All its sides are the same length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 48 meters. What is the perimeter of the shape? 9 plus 4 is 13. This is 13. 4 plus 9 is 13 too. Is 13. 13 plus 13 is 26. 26 meters.
So that is enough practice for perimeter. Now, area.
Area of a parallelogram.
Now, what is area?
Area is the it,
Area is the space inside a closed shape. Area is the space inside a closed shape. Is the amount of space, the total amount of space. The total amount of space inside a closed two-dimensional shape, a closed shape. Total amount of space inside a two-dimensional shape, a flat closed shape. I'll say a flat surface, a flat closed shape. So that is area. How much space is inside? And to make that space, we have to make some squares and use those squares to cover the space. And then we can say how many squares were there. Use this square cover. See, this square has covered that space. So that's one square. You put two squares. So that is how to cover the space. We are using the squares. That is why you'll be seeing in area, the answer will be in square units. They'll be giving the answer, but in
square units.
So they'll ask you how many units of square, how many one square, it means square unit. Unit just means one thing. 1, 2, 3, 5, so 5 unit squares or 5 square units. So that's what we want to see. We want to see more examples here. Read.
The shape is made of unit squares. What is the area of this shape? 2.
2 cocoyams. Jesus.
2 square units.
Cassava. Next.
This shape is made of unit squares. What is the 8 square units? Six square units. Four squares. 9.
9 what? Don't be
Square
lazy
units.
here. Don't be lazy here. Read completely. Casablanca.
4 square units. 4 square units. Twelve square units.
Jericho.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2 is 14 square units.
Blank square units.
Twelve square units.
So you see that this area is not for a rectangle, but a shape with many sides, a polygon, but we can break it down into 2 groups. You see that you can break it down into 2 groups. First group is this one, and the second group is this one. And you see that it will be 8 and 4, which is 12. Is that not so?
Yes.
So that is what we were talking about the other time. Now with this picture, I hope things are clearer to you. If you want to break this, it will be this one. And then you use now, for these two, you can use the triangle length times width. This is just 1 unit times 6 units. So 6 square units. Here is 2 units times 2 units. You have altogether inside 4 units.
This is 4. This is 11.
So total 11 square units.
Square units. 11 square units. 10 square units. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16 square units. 5, 6, 11 square units.
So you have seen area is making square units, and your units will be centimeter, meter, yards, feet, miles, kilometers, decimeters, can be any of those. All right, do you have any question of your own?
I think so. Anything.
Do you have any question of your own? Where is that?
Uncle, that
Yes.
mm, now we have learned this part. 讲小的度量。
What angle is this?
But we haven't learned this one yet. We just learned a small part of it.
This is the tool you use to measure the angle. What is this tool called? In English, you call this a protractor. Protractor.
Protractor. But it looks so easy. This one is 90度。90度。
这是量角器。Protractor in Chinese is what?
量角器。
要么你说量角器，要么你说分度规。我们会分度。或者量角器。所以这个90 degrees has a name in Chinese. We say what type of 角？十角。We call it what type of 角？
直角、
直角。
直角、钝角。
So 直角 in English you say right angle. A right angle. 直角。
钝角。
Then you have 锐角，锐角。
锐角。
锐角 acute angle.
This one is the right angle.
And then you have 钝角。Obtuse angle. Obtuse. Obtuse. The angle is obtuse. And then you
Uncle
have.
Nelly, I want to copy this.
You want to what?
Copy.
Then you have 平角。平角 is straight angle. So straight angle is 180 degrees. Acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Obtuse angle is more than 90 degrees. Right angle is equal to 90 degrees. So these are names you give to angles. Once you start to learn angles, you have to learn right angle, acute angle, obtuse angle, straight angle. You're going to see shapes that have angles. They're rectangles. They have 3 angles inside. Triangle, sorry. Rectangle. That's why they call these shapes angle. Tri means 3. Triangles, 3 angles inside. Rectangles, 4 angles. Then we have other polygon shapes like pentagon, hexagon.
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram also has shapes inside, angles inside. So those are closed shapes with sides. So when you have lines, line segments, you will form angles. Angles are not for curves, but for line segments, they will form definite angles. And then we can use a protractor to measure the angles, which is just the turn. It's like how much turn happened. This line was first facing this way, and the line begin to turn, As you're turning, the angle is also turning. So angles measures the degree of turn, the amount of turn. And you can only go round, turn and go round. One round is 360. So if you turn halfway is 180. Because if you turn a full turn is 360. That's a full turn. Now, turn is not measuring the length of your thing. It's not the length of your line. It's measuring by the turn. So one line can be long and it turns like that. Then another line is short and it starts and also turns like that. And if they turn and they are pointing the same direction, it means they have made the same turns. It might be a short line or a long line, but the turn that they have made is the same. So turn is not measuring the sides. We have done the sides when we do the perimeter. Now you are looking at how do you turn from one line to the other. So if you draw a rectangle like this, a triangle like this, if you draw a triangle like this, and ask somebody to measure the angles. So you're going to measure the angle in a nice way. You're going to start as if though you are facing this direction, and then measure how many turns until you are facing this direction. So you see the tip of this arrow is turning like this. The tip starts here and turn and is facing here. So that's why when people want to draw the angle, they just draw as if though you have turned from here and now you are here. And then angle also here, you have turned from here and you are here. So that's why they go in here and show that we turn and then we go here. So this is how people show an angle by making this turn here. So which is just very easy. It just simply means I was facing this way. I was facing this way and then I turn and then I'm facing this way. Or here the angle this way is like I was facing this line and then I turn, I'm facing this line. So this is how much this line would turn until it gives the other line. And that is called the angle between the two lines. So you have angle between two lines. If you don't have two lines, you cannot have an angle. So in this case, since there are three sides, they meet 3 times. So we have 3 angles inside. So I hope 角的度量应该是没问题，你们还没有学很多，刚刚学的，对吧？
对。
So that's an interesting part. Protractor. So when you go to IXL and you just search protractor, you say draw lines with protractor. You have interesting questions.
And there's another one.
So you see this
Like,
line. You can say draw line with protractor. You see? You can draw the line and say, look at the inner one. This line is from 0 degrees, we have gone to 20 degrees. If you start from the right, you are using the inner the inner measure calibration. Use the inside one, not the outside one. The outside one is from 180 to 170 to 160. So you're counting backwards. The inner one starts from 0, 10, 20. So if I continue again this line, the inner one says 40, but the outer one says 140. The outer one is starting but from this side, this outer 0. So a line that starts from this side and goes to this side has made 140 turns. But a line that starts from the right and gets here has made 40. So this one is like we can draw lines and then so it says we should measure what? 85-degree angle. Use a protractor to make 85 degrees. So this is 80 and then 85 is here. That's 80. Between 80 and 90, 85. Submit. So this one is very good to go and practice on IXL. 70, we go here until we reach 70, the inner calibration. So you see how this practice on IXL is very good. It gives us a good model. 10 degrees, 0 to 10. So it's like we take this turn like this and we break it into equal parts. You can make your own protractor. You just draw a semicircle and then you cut it into equal parts. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, right up to 180. But it must be equal. But like, if I want to do it, let's say this is my semicircle. Let's say I use a semicircle and let's say I just do it and then if you want to make things accurate, let's say this is a semicircle you want to use, the one up. It's first good to just cut first in the middle, and this is 90. And then cut between that 90 and this one, come and cut in the middle, this is 45. And then between 90 and 180, cut in the middle, this is 135. And then now between 0 to 45, now you can now come now and divide it into 9 parts. We know if you go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 is 9 parts, you get to 45. 45 divided by 5 is 9. So you have to make 9 equal parts here. In the middle also here, you make 9 equal parts. Here also 9 equal parts. Here also 9 equal parts. So that you can break it and you make your own protractor. But then again, when you come to each of the 5 parts, you have to come and make 5 smaller ones again, then 5 smaller ones. So from 160 to 150, you have 10 smaller parts. So like that, you can make a true this thing. So this is how they made a protractor. It's not like a protractor was just given. It fell from heaven. Boom. No. You have to understand that going round is 360. So half a circle is 180. So how do we break it into 180 smaller parts? So you see all these smaller ones like this, these smaller cuts here, they are all 180 of them. So they should be equal distance. So it will measure your turns, equal turns when you're going around. Like when you start from 0, like so. When you start from 0, so that is 1, you start going up. So here you can't even go like the small ones. You are only going 5, 5. They're just making you to go 5. You can't even go those smaller ones. So it's unfortunate. Here you can only go 10. Yes, but if they had something like 62, then we can actually move. Now they start from this other side, you see? So from this other side, you do 60 is the outer. You're using the outer one now. Yes. So from then you go back to this other side, 140, the inner one. Because depending on how you are turning, and we have names for that. If you're turning this way, how are we turning? We are turning the direction of the clock. So what do we say? You are turning the direction of the clock. What do you say? What type of turn?
Clockwise turn.
Clockwise turn. So this is clockwise, meaning that the direction of the clock. So we say clockwise turn. And then This one is still a clockwise turn, 20 degrees. Use the outside one. And this one, what direction is this one?
Make of 45 degrees.
Yeah, but is it clockwise?
No, it's anti-clockwise. Clockwise turn.
We call that one an anti-clockwise turn. So see that we have names for that. So how do you say it in Chinese? Clockwise. 顺什么东西呢？顺指针，顺指针，不，是针表，这个指针，这个指是这个指，然后呢针呢是指针，右指针，针，顺指针，顺指针，这边是这顺指针，指针，顺指针，不，我看是针吗？是针？不，应该是针啊。顺指针，
顺指针，
指哪个指啊？顺指，应该是这个指。让它针，指针，顺指针。不是这个针，是针，指针呀，针，针 is for needle 指针，顺指针，顺，
让我应该会写。
OK， 对，顺，先顺，指针，
应该是这样的。
对的，是这个顺指针，是针，
顺指针。
顺指针是这个指啊。然后呢，这个是逆指针啊，逆的是反方向，那个逆呢是我看一下，逆，我先找一下逆方向，哎呦我的妈呀，逆指针，哎呦喂，逆的方向呢？是我看找这个逆是哪个汉字啊？逆应该是这个逆吧？逆指针，所以逆方向啊，就是逆方向，就是逆指针。所以呢 ，clockwise 就是指针，就是 the hand of the clock， 就整表嘛。我们说 clock 是整表，对不对？整表。
对。
是 clock， 所以就指针指的是那个整表的这个手指。对，这个应该是这个手指的指，这个指应该是手指的指，我看一下。对的，这个是手指的指，所以呢是用 the hand of the clock， 手指的指。所以我们这边有顺指针，就是 clockwise direction， 逆指针就是反方向，就是 anti-clockwise。So those are words that you have to learn it before the teacher even starts teaching it. 所以我们角度有这种顺指。
Wait, let me write it down. 我记住。
顺指针和逆指针，就是老师开始教这个东西之前，你应该是要特别熟练。 所以呢，你可以做自己的那个分角规，或者说量角器，这个 protractor 量角器，这个他们可以告诉你说用量角器来量。来量这个角，就是用你的量角器来量这个角。老师可以告诉你们很多人做问题，出问题的时候需要理解。好的，应该我们的课应该结束了，快结束了。啊，有没有什么问题？那就下次课就是接着讲。写完了吗？
写完了。
那有没有别的问题？
还有一种就是这样子画一条直线，然后在这里标个点，然后又在这里标个点，然后在这里标 A 和 B。
对的，这个是 line segment。
Line segment.
Yeah, so that's a line segment. The line from A to B. So it's a part of a line. So segment 就是部分。segment 就是部分。So that is a line segment. 是不是线段呢？
线段、射线和直线。
对的，射线 is a ray. So you have segment, a segment, ray, and then a line. 射线 that's a ray. 射线 So you have segment, rays, and line. 好，这都是没问题。因为你开始学角之前，你要先学 segment, rays, and line, because we will use them to form angles. OK， 没问题吧？
没问题。
好吧，那下课见了，我走了。
拜拜。
拜拜。